There's a scruffy old herbert in the woods, and it's fungal punk Dave. Absolutely filthy again. I can't go out without getting mucky, but if you don't get mucky you don't see out. And as we've been squelching through the mud, we've come across a nice old beech tree, and lo and behold, I found this beautiful thing, hoof fungus, also known as tinder fungus, fomes, which means tinder, fomentarius, use of tinder. Looks like a horse's hoof, and they dry it out and use it as tinder, hence the name. Otzi, the Iceman, a 5,000-year-old chap who was found frozen in glaciers, was found to have 4 pieces of this on him, and they suspect he was using it as tinder as he was travelling around. Started a few fires here and there. As you can see, it grows in layers. You can see these different layers here, so each year it's adding up, and these can live up to about 30 years. They start as parasites on a tree, so they get a little spore gets inside a wound in a tree, starts weaving about its mycelium and feeding away and producing these strong fruiting structures. They reckon one of these, when it's on quite a size and on a good roll, it can produce 800 million spores an hour, I've read somewhere, which is astronomical. But again, as I keep saying, as in nature, lots of spores go to waste. Anything that's producing mass numbers is compensating for mass loss. So lots of those spores will go to waste, but 1 or 2 will get in a new wound on a tree and start feeding away. So they start as parasites, the tree falls, but they carry on living and become saprotrophs, feeding on the dead wood and recycling as well. So, you know, they're handy things. Once the wood's lying down, they're breaking it down. Some of these logs over here have been rolled over. You can see the underside, the grey-white poured surface. That's where all the spores will drop from. You can see all the layers on top. They really are clonking things. When we was in Scotland once, some silver birch, they were sporting some massive hoof fungi, and they're just quite impressive. But it's always a pleasure to come across them. And then on this log here, only one fungus, but it's all connected up through the wood and producing lots of different fruit bodies in the weak spots. So on a beech tree, this one, they tend to like silver birch. I always find them on silver birch, but fomes, fomentarius, the hoof fungus, quite an impressive thing.